Did you guys notice how many people were upset in their reaction to Jeffrey Wright saying that if you were upset and racist towards him being cast as Jim Gordon, that you're a terrible person, you can F off, and you're probably a racist? And they're mad because they got exposed, so now they're mad that they got called out. So they're saying, we gotta boycott the Batman Part 2 because it's not friendly to racists. Oh no, Jeffrey Wright said some bad things. He said that if you're racist and you're upset that they cast the black Jim Gordon, that you should F off because you're racist. And this has turned into a bunch of fans, quotation mark fans, blowing the dog whistle and exposing themselves by being upset at what he said. And now starting a let's boycott the Batman Part 2 when it's out because he called us what we are. Okay? So you admit it? Like you're openly out here on the internet admitting and saying you're going to boycott the film because he called you racist, because you are. Am I missing something? Now, I will say this. I do know people that were like, look, I just didn't feel his performance because he didn't get enough time, but they don't have a problem with him. I also know people that were like, I just wish they would have stuck with a different Jim Gordon. They didn't like the portrayal of how he was in this. But again, nothing because of his skin color. And fine, that's great. You know, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's fine. I didn't think that Morgan Freeman was like a perfect Lucius Fox. I thought they could have done better. But still, I thought he did a fine enough job that I liked him in the role. And he grew on me. And I was like, yeah, okay, Lucius is actually pretty damn good. You know, I like him. Batman Begins, I was kind of like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it yet. So again, that's fine. But there are people out there now that are just like, yeah, we're going to boycott the Batman Part 2 and make sure nobody sees it because, he called us racist for not liking his skin color. Well, I mean, you admitted it, so what do you want? And also, how is your boycott going to work? Please explain this to me. Is this the same idiots who were doing hashtag save the Snyderverse, hashtag support the real Superman or whatever when Superman came out? How did that work out? Oh, $600 million plus at the worldwide box office. It didn't. You don't say. You know why it didn't work out? Because normal people don't care. They don't care. As a matter of fact, I used this Jim Gordon thing on a bunch of people I recently got to see at a comic convention where I was doing something for the event. And I was just like, hey guys, Jim Gordon, right? You guys all know Jim Gordon. Of course, they're comic book fans. So of course they do. And I was like, what'd you guys think of Jeffrey Wright? Pretty much everybody was like, man, I like this. Yeah, he was great. He was cool. Yeah, I want to see more of him. Man, I wish they would do that GCPD show so we could get more. Every single person was normal about it. And including two people who were like, I didn't like the Batman. And one person was like, I actually hate the Batman. So I was like, oh, what'd you think of the cast? And his reply was, I love it. It just wasn't the film for me. So again, if you're going to boycott this because he called you out, you're in the minority, man. You're in the minority. That's all I'm going to say. Like, there was literally this issue with a black Jim Gordon when the Batman came out and people being upset. Did that stop the film from making tons of money? No. Because you're in the minority. Screaming into the YouTube echo chamber. Thank you for checking out that video. And thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching and have a good one.